Man, ain't this a bitch.
Inquisitor, a Call of Duty cosplayer, reportedly ended everything on TikTok Live. The Italian content creator had recently faced grooming allegations, which led to him facing vicious online harassment. Netizens now claim that the accusations were false. The content creator took to TikTok Live on October 9th to upload some concerning content to social media. In the live stream, Inquisitor Ghost was seen in a dark, empty room late at night. The comments for the stream were turned off, so viewers were unable to discuss what was going on. Eventually, someone smashed through a window in the empty room, leaving viewers distraught. Amid the panic, someone seemed to be performing CPR as another person was on the phone. A person was heard demanding in Italian to call someone for help. Another unidentified person was heard saying he was hanged there. In early October, a TikTok user took to the video sharing platform to allege that Inquisitor Ghost was directly messaging an underage girl. Screenshots were made available online as evidence as well. "I love you. I want to marry you." It is likely that the TikToker said so in a joking manner. Now users blame trolls for the...
Now do you understand why most people don't believe women when they say they have been raped or something has happened to them? Now I understand the severity of what that is and what that does to somebody. And I have actually met true victims, but a lot of people on social media are making it very hard to believe. There's women like Carly Russell. There's so many women who come on here, say they've had so many encounters with men, and then come to find out they've been lying. To all the real victims that this has happened to, I am so sorry. But the ones who make up stuff like this, you guys are disgusting and you deserve to go to jail.
Off the rip. And before I begin, shout out to Estate Baby for bringing this to the forefront, and as well as Optimus, because Optimus was the first content creator that I got this information from. And yes, and even though I don't agree with everything Optimus says, this is something that has to be brought to the forefront. But yes, she has a point. See, this type of shit do happen. And this further proves why no one, and I mean no one, should believe all women. Or in case they're too retarded, women do lie about shit. Now let's get to the matter at hand, because this needs to be talked about all across social media. And no, I'm not going to do my introduction. But before I begin, before anyone watch this video, click the links. Yes, click the links in the description box. And yes, I'll leave the link to this full video right here in the description box as well. But we're going to talk about it. But first things first, rest in peace to Inquisitor3, aka Inquisitor Ghost. Because what happened to him shouldn't have happened at all. But this is a case of false allegations as well as entrapment. Let's get to it. But yeah, what happened, which led to Inquisitor3, aka Inquisitor Ghost, committing suicide on a TikTok Live, was provoked. And the ones responsible knew exactly what they were doing. But let's break it down. You had a 17-year-old girl, her boyfriend, which is 20 years old, and which of course the irony of it all, we'll get to that later, as well as another female, also 20 years old. Now, all three were plotting to get Inquisitor3 caught up. All three of them was trying to entrap Inquisitor3 by making by making everyone believe that, oh, he's grooming an underage minor. Now remember what I said about the irony of it all? I mean, think about it. Inquisitor 3 is 23 years old. The girl trying to set him up is 17. Her boyfriend is 20. Up there's the irony right there. So you got an underage girl trying to entrap a 23-year-old while being in a relationship with a man who's also 20 years old. The hypocrisy is real on that one. But yeah, I mean, this shit is retarded as fuck. So basically, you got this 17-year-old. At first, what she tried to do was trying to get into his chat messages, leaving all these remarks such as, "Oh, I'm in love," "Oh, I'm in love with you," or I want to marry you." And this is a 17-year-old girl saying this to Inquisitor 3, in which Inquisitor 3 paid no mind to it. He wasn't interested. Now, of course, Inquisitor 3 was was a Call of Duty cosplayer on TikTok and Instagram. And yet you had this 17-year-old girl leaving him with all these messages and shit, expecting him to take the bait and set him up. Now, fellas, when you have underage girls, I mean, ranging from 17, 16, 15, even 14-year-olds, trying to set a grown-ass man up to get him in trouble with the law, little girls like them, there's a reason why they are called jailbait for a reason. And that's where the term jailbait actually comes from. An underage girl who is openly, willingly trying to get into a relationship with a man that is over the age of 18. Then again, I'll go the extra mile, over the age of 21. And these little girls know exactly what they are doing when they do that shit. And these little girls, you should definitely avoid like the plague. Because all they trying to do is set these grown ass men up to get in trouble with the law. And I've seen it happen way too many times where I'm from back home down south. You really need to be careful with these types of little girls going around faking their ages, pretending like they're grown adults when they're not. Fake IDs and everything. But let's get back to what happened here. When her first attempts of trying to hook him in failed, she then decided to do the next thing. She lied about her age just to be Inquisitor 3's editors, in which I would be highly suspicious of it. But then again, I doubt Inquisitor 3 even knows about this female, or what she was doing. But anyway, she was hired to edit his videos, in which his response was, "Oh, I love you. I want to marry you." Not in a sense of that's what he wants to do to her, but the fact that she edited his videos so well. So well. And next thing you know, They supposedly entrapped him. He's telling this 17-year-old girl that he loves her and wants to marry her all throughout social media. And keep in mind, she lied about her age. She lied about being an adult. She's a 17-year-old. And as you know, the shit blows up like a wildfire. And I mean, it messed up Inquisitor3's self completely up to the point to where I don't know if he live streamed on either TikTok or Instagram, but during his live, he hung himself right on a live feed. Everyone seeing it. To the point where they had to kick down doors and windows and perform CPR. And while this is happening, you had this 17-year-old jailbait ass little girl constantly posting these accusations up. But it got down to a point where everybody started to realize that she sat there lied about her fucking age, knowing good and damn well that she's 17 years old and not an adult. And because of this, Inquisitor3 took his own life because of these false accusations. But this just comes to show you that these dumb broads, especially these little girls sitting here trying to jailbait grown men into doing things that'll get them in trouble, these false allegations can no longer be taken lightly, especially with everything that's happened. I mean, here's another similar situation. You had a 17-year-old girl who claimed ex-Buffalo Bills punter Matt Ariza, a.k.a. the punt god, sat there and lied to everyone, claiming that he raped her while he was playing for San Diego State. Until it came out that she was lying about it the whole entire time. In which why would a 17-year-old girl be at an adult party to begin with? That don't make no fucking sense. Especially if you're not over the age of 18. But yes, it's baby, she has a point. And these retarded fucks sit there and wonder why people going around victim blaming, or that's what they call it. Oh, you victim blaming these girls and women who claim they were sexually assaulted, who claim they were raped, and this is why. Because you have connivers like this 17-year-old girl, in which her identity is withheld because she's under the age of 18. You got connivers like her going around and intentionally trying to entrap men in some desperate attempt to get them in trouble. This is why most people don't believe when a woman gets raped or sexually assaulted. This is also the reason why nobody believes all women. Keep in mind. Oh, you should believe all women. Fuck that. We don't believe all women, especially when a woman can sit there and lie. If anything, we believe the evidence that's brought to the table before we ever believe what a woman says. And just because a woman said it doesn't mean she's telling the truth. And this and others like this is an Amazon Prime example. And the irony of that situation is the term believe all women came from Acacia Ford. You know, that same woman who falsely accused Brett Kavanaugh of assault. Then come to find out she was lying about it the whole entire time. But this is the same woman who sat there and say, oh, we need to believe all women, even though her ass lied about it. But nevertheless, click the link, click the links, click the links. And everybody recognize this is situations like this right here is the reason why nobody believes these females. Nobody believes these females when they claim they are raped and sexually assaulted. And for the ones who are actually raped and sexually assaulted, y'all should be the main ones who should be pissed off at this, especially when you got other women out here using this shit to try to take advantage instead of being actual victims. And the fact that y'all quiet about it, that's just going to make things even worse. Word is born on that. I mean, this shit is a fucking trip. And situations like this is the reason why MGTOWs exist, whether these haters like it or not. But nevertheless, I said what I had to say. I'm done, and I'm out this bitch. Later.